therapist you need.
Therapy Thursday.
Now on Wild 94.1.
I understand therapy.
Hi, everybody.
Therapy Thursday is on 888-429-0941. We answer any questions. We got brilliance to share. And if we don't know the brilliant answer, we will give you one and act like it is. So just mind your business.
We try.
Mind your business. All right. Let's see. What we got?
I got one out to 727 for y'all.
What is it?
It says, I am terrified of flying, and this week I have to face my fears. I'm 31 years old, and this will be my first time flying since I was 9. I've been able to avoid planes this long, but unfortunately, I recently had a death in the family, so I have to go to a funeral, and driving would take days. I'm freaking out. I leave tomorrow super early. I fly to Charlotte and then catch another flight to my final stop. I already have anxiety medicine, but mentally I'm a wreck.
That's what I was going to recommend, talking to your doctor to see if they can give you anything for anxiety.
Is that anxiety the weed? Is that the weed? That's the weed, ain't it?
I was thinking
that's
like
what I
Xanax.
used at the
I was thinking a pill.
I used anxiety for my reason at the medical office. So I'm just saying they do give it to you for that.
Sometimes that can also produce more anxiety.
Yes,
No,
it
if you take
can.
an edible or something like that and
Shoot.
just go ahead and conk out,
Maybe.
put yourself to sleep on the flight and you're good.
Or freak out mid-flight. Like, get me out of here.
Then you're going to be on the news,
Don't want
arrested.
that. I mean, I've known people. What you want to do is don't overdo whatever it is you do. I said
do.
I said do. All right, but no, like don't overdo it. Like if you're gonna have a cocktail to calm your nerves, don't have a bunch.
Okay,
'Cause
have
getting
a
on
cocktail.
drunk, have a cocktail to
Okay.
calm your nerves. If you're gonna have an edible, have an edible, but don't have a bunch. Like don't overdo whatever the remedy is because that can end badly at 30,000 feet.
That's good advice. Also, I would advise against anything that you don't normally do. So
Right.
if you're not an edible eater, this isn't the time to start.
right before boarding.
I never got a text that I can actually hear, but I can hear this when it says, I get high. I get high. All right, let's see. Freak Show, how do you recommend handling a house divided politically?
Oh, damn.
My husband and I have been in an apartment, but now live in a new home. And it sounds silly, but I have a yard sign that he thinks I should not put in the yard because now that we have one, I can do so. But he doesn't want us to have two different ones on the lawn. How should we
Okay.
proceed?
Take a step back for
How
a
should
second.
we proceed?
No yard signs
No yard
is a good
signs.
first
Yeah.
step.
What is wrong with
Regardless of who or what
This
you
is my
support,
land.
it doesn't matter if
Right.
it's for president or for county commission. No yard signs.
What do you mean no, though? Why?
Because you guys can't agree.
Right.
So
It's gonna start
So
issues.
having two on the lawn
is
bad.
goofy. It's goofy. I think there should be an avoidance technique, which you guys try to implement. Just avoid the topics. Try not to talk about
Don't
politics.
wear the shirt.
No, I don't think you. No. They don't sound like they're fighting about it.
They are.
It's just
It's a house
gonna be.
divided.
It's gonna
house
be.
divided, meaning I'm voting one way and my husband is voting another way.
I think we understand that we are disagreeing with that. I don't think it should be a common topic of conversation because it's only going to lead
It's
to a
going to
fight.
get heated. This isn't like the Gators and LSU or FS. This isn't like that. This is politics. It's always going to be there. It's always going to be an issue.
And it doesn't sound like you guys are great at having these civil
Right.
conversations. So just ignore it.
All
Something
she
else.
ast was who puts their sign up.
Take yours
Somebody
out.
that's really passionate about their side.
Or that's affiliated, like actually putting money into
Like-
it, or you're actually working for the political party.
Okay, first of all,
Working in
it's
it.
very old school to think that the family has to be voting together.
correct.
You know, so if a husband is one way and a wife is the other way, that's fine. I don't even think that you got to argue about it. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, I doubt they're fighting. But the yard part, you
Yeah.
can't have a bunch of signs. Like you can't have one side of the thing Republican, one side Independent, one
Agreed.
side Green Party. You can't do
So
all
no
that.
So
signs.
just leave them all.
Your lawn start
Yeah.
looking like the library.
Right.
You don't wanna do
Forgo
that.
all of them.
Yeah.
Why? Just because you own land doesn't mean you have to put a sign out in front of
And like
it.
if you have like a DeSantis and Charlie Chris sign, you look goofy.
And you look confused, by the way.
888-429-0941. We got more questions coming up. Therapy Thursday, 888-429-0941. We try and help you talk it out because talking helps when you hear it out loud.
Yes.
Sometimes it sounds very apparent when you hear somebody brilliant share their intellect with you.
And then there's us.
Yeah. I was like, did you call us really brilliant for a
Yeah,
second?
I tried.
A little confused there.
I heard the Bay Area roll in their eyes.
Like, okay, guys.
All right, let's see here. Out of the 727, it says, I want to cut my son's father off.
Okay.
We haven't been together in the same home in over 4 years because of domestic violence, but we have been sleeping with each other still.
Oh.
I know we will never be in a happy family situation and don't want to block my blessing of meeting the one, in quotes. He doesn't it just scrolled. He doesn't want to let go, even though I made it clear many times we're not going to be together.
You're sending mixed signals, mixed messages. If you really don't want to be with somebody, you definitely don't sleep with them. So you are saying you want to move on and you want to meet somebody, a replacement, somebody you can move on with that'll treat you better, but also you're giving it up to him. So cut it off completely if that's what you want to do.
This whole message is full of contradictions, but I'll read the first and the last sentence. First sentence, I want to cut my son's father off. No, you don't. No, you don't. If you really did, you would have stopped hooking up with that man a long time ago.
Hunching is a vote.
Yeah.
Last sentence, he doesn't want to let go even though I made things clear. You don't want to let go, and you haven't made things perfectly clear.
Yeah, your lips on your face are saying, I don't want to be with you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But your other...
Mm-hmm.
But
there's other conversations from other lips.
at 10 o'clock, you're sending that text message, hey, big head, what you doing?
Right. Like, come on. You're contradicting yourself.
Yeah.
I can't hear you say you don't love me because the thighs are muffling my ears.
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
Sex is
I
a
can't hear you.
reward.
You gave him a Scooby snack.
Right.
And you acting like the puppy gonna now do what he's supposed to do.
And
you already gave him the treat.
You could get pregnant again, potentially.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You can. That can happen. So don't mess up. You need to shut down the store.
Completely.
You got an open sign. You got to turn the sign around to get people to stop walking in the door.
Either
Either
move on or don't.
And you're right about blocking your blessings with future people, too, because it's messy.
Right,
Yeah,
for
you're blocking
sure.
it. You're
We
blocking it.
got a text out to 727. It says, this weekend, it's my girlfriend's birthday, and I plan to take her to Halloween Horror Nights.
Nice.
Here's the problem. I am scared as hell, and I really don't want to do the haunted house thing, but at the same time, I don't want to ruin it for her. What should I do?
Okay, who's going to tell him to stop being a...
No, stop, Meredith.
What? It's
Because there's
true.
nothing wrong with a man being scared. That's a vulnerability that helps you with the ladies.
Then why did he pick to go to something he hates?
Because, honestly, it's going to low-key be a better flex. I've been in situations, because I'm a very scary person, too.
Uh-huh.
And I'll tell you, when you're scared and you're jumping just like they jumping, it's a kind of a vulnerable kind of aphrodisiac for ladies. They see you vulnerable. They get to pick on you.
Mm-hmm.
So let her pick on you. Don't get on your feelings about it. You know you're scared. Be scared. And then when you get out, be like, oh, my God, that was so scary. She's going to feel closer to you.
You have to go. You can't back out on the plans.
Right.
You're past it. But you have to let her know that, like, yo, this is a big deal. I'm sacrificing something for you, for your happiness.
Let her know.
So, in return, at some point, I'm going to ask you to do something that you might not be thrilled about.
Oh,
and a little quid pro
What do
quo.
you mean? Wait a minute.
Nothing nasty,
Oh,
nothing
okay.
sexual.
Okay.
I thought this was like, hey, I did that, so you need to do
There might be a game or
Me
a
too.
concert or something that you want to go to that she might not be thrilled about, but she's going to have to bite the bullet.
I would say get fast passes to make your life a little better, and then also have a drink or two, and that'll relax
But
you
the
a little
fast
bit.
passes mean you got to do more haunted houses.
Right, yeah.
This guy wants to just sit in line.
Yeah, you need to be in line.
Don't
you
waste
do
your
it.
time. Get a fast pass.
Let's see, 727. I started dating a man that is 17 years older than me.
Hey.
Wow.
I'm 36. My daughter feels some type of way. She's 18. Should it matter? Do you call him daddy?
Ooh.
Because I wouldn't. Probably want to call him granddad.
Oh, I've dated somebody that was older before. She is
17 years?
Yeah, but listen, she's 36. She's well aware of the age difference. It's not like you're 22. It's totally different. If you're making this step, and by the way, your 18-year-old daughter, she's allowed to have an opinion because it's kind of weird to her to see that. But if this is somebody you really like, you need to have a sit down with her and talk to her about it. But if this is just somebody you want to hook up with and sleep with, then why are you introducing your daughter into everything?
I don't think you're just hooking up with somebody 17 years older than you.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Like, that's a commitment right there.
It happens though. Relationships
Should
like
it matter? Question mark. Does it matter? Yes. And it matters for your daughter a lot. It's still an uncomfortable thing for her to see. But every time we talk about these big age differences, there are tons and tons of examples of it working. So like the last lady was talking about blocking your blessing. Don't block your blessing because what somebody else might think.
daughter.
But there's a lot that goes on with
Yeah.
a 17-year age difference.
Listen, and also the fact of the matter is they're 17 years older than you. You made a decision, so a lot of things are going to be difficult for you. So if this is hard, tap out. Because it's going to just give it.
It's going to get worse.
It's going to get worse.
For a little bit, at
pushing
least.
him around in that wheelchair.
I was just envisioning that. That's so weird you said that. I was like, dude, he's going to be having some issues
Gonna have
soon.
it. All right, let's squeeze one more person. Let's see. I'm an everyday kind of person, and my husband is an only once or twice a week kind of person. I think y'all know what they're talking about.
Right.
We are always arguing about sex.
Ah.
I always have to beg him for it. He is literally never in the mood or too tired. What should I do?
Oh, man.
Yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to the Tide.
Take a hand in
Buy-
the
Yeah,
situation.
I don't think
batteries.
anything is going to change him. There's no sexy outfit that you could put on, no dirty talk that you could maybe temporarily, but you're dealing with somebody who is going to have fleeting interest. Not him, but Mother Nature is taking its course. I think you got to put this in your own hands.
By the way, twice a week, I mean, a lot of
Twice a week
marriages,
is a damn good
they
thing.
would think that that's very good. So
Yeah.
instead of thinking that it's so bad, maybe, again, you need to take care of yourself.
This just reminds you, for everybody out there listening, it might not help the writer, but pick your people and make sure that they're on the same side of the fence you are. If you work out every day and you need your partner to work out every day, don't come trying to date me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, pick you somebody who fits
Right.
your vibe. I mean, that's what you're stuck together now unless you plan on leaving. If 2 is comfortable for him because his work schedule and everything he does, then work your way back
But
to 2.
things
Maybe
change
one,
over time,
maybe
though.
1 or 2 days you can do.
Yeah, I get that, but
Do your business.
female sex drive, it just gets a little bit more as you age, and for men, it declines. So sometimes, even though when you first met, things were good, things do change. So you have to be patient with the person. By the way, again, 2 times a week, a lot of people would wish for that.
There you go. So be happy with your 2. Also visit the Todd.
Yes,
And,
batteries.
wait for him to kind of, raise his level up to your game. All right, there we go. Therapy Thursday is a wrap.